In a quiet village surrounded by green fields and tall mountains lived a boy named Rayhan. Rayhan was smart, honest, and curious. He loved learning new things, but there was one big weakness inside him. Rayhan had no confidence. Whenever he tried to do something, a small voice inside his mind said, "Rayhan, you can't do it. You will fail. Others are better than you." Because of this voice, Rayhan avoided challenges. He never participated in competitions. He never spoke loudly. He never tried new things. He lived like a shadow, invisible, silent, afraid. One day, at school, the teacher announced a big event. "Next month, we will have a speech competition. The winner will get a scholarship." Rayhan wanted to try. He wanted to speak on stage, but the voice inside whispered, "No, you will make mistakes. People will laugh." So Rayhan did not raise his hand. He sat quietly while others signed up. That evening, Rayhan went home feeling sad. He knew he was his own. On his way home, Rayhan walked through the village market. There, sitting under a banyan tree, was an old man known as Baba Rahim, the wisest man in the village. Seeing Rayhan's sad face, Baba Rahim called out, "Come here, my boy. What troubles your heart?" Rayhan hesitated, but then sat beside him. He said softly, "Baba, I want to do many things, but I don't believe in myself. I feel small. I feel weak." Baba Rahim smiled gently. He opened a small wooden box and took out 2 seeds, one small and one big. He said, "Rayhan, tell me, which seed will grow taller?" Rayhan answered, "Of course, the big seed." Baba shook his head. "Not always. A big seed planted without care stays small. But even the smallest seed, if planted with time, belief, and hard work, can grow into a tree bigger than all others." Rayhan looked at the seeds quietly. Baba continued, "Self-confidence is also a seed. If you plant it inside you, water it with action, and protect it from fear, one day it will grow into unshakable strength." Then he handed Rayhan the small seed and said, "Take this, plant it. Every day, talk to it, water it, and believe that it will grow. As this seed grows, your confidence will grow with it." Something inside Rayhan woke up that moment. From the next morning, Rayhan woke up early. He went behind his house, dug a small hole, and planted the seed. Every morning before school, he watered it. Every evening, he sat near it and whispered, "You will grow, and I will grow with you." Meanwhile, at school, Rayhan made a new promise to himself: "I will do one brave thing every day." His brave actions were small, but powerful. He answered one question in class. He volunteered to read a paragraph. He tried speaking English without fear. He talked to new friends. He practiced holding his head high. The voice inside his mind became weak. A new voice, soft but strong, began to rise. "Rayhan, you can." 2 weeks before the speech competition, the teacher asked, "Anyone else who wants to participate?" Rayhan's heart started beating fast. His hands were shaking. He remembered the seed growing behind his house. He remembered Baba Rahim's words. And before he realized, Rayhan raised his hand. The whole class stared at him. The teacher smiled with surprise. Rayhan felt nervous, but also proud. He took his first big step. Rayhan chose his topic, the power of self-confidence. But practicing was not easy. He made mistakes. He forgot lines. He felt embarrassed. He even thought about quitting. One night, he sat near the seedling. Yes, the seed had finally become a tiny plant. Rayhan touched its small green leaves and whispered, "If you can grow slowly, then I can too." And he continued practicing. Day after day, night after night. The school hall was full. Students were excited. Parent, trembling. The old voice came back. "You will mess up. You will fail." But then he remembered the small plant growing bravely in the sunlight. He took a deep breath and said, "I believe in myself." His name was called. Rayhan walked onto the stage. His legs felt heavy, but he looked at the audience and began, "Good morning, everyone. Today I want to tell you a story, not about someone else, but about myself." His voice shook at first, but as he spoke, his confidence grew. He talked about fear. He talked about the seed. He talked about taking small steps. He talked about believing in yourself, even when nobody else does. When he finished, the hall was silent for a moment, and then everyone clapped loudly. Rayhan felt his heart glow. For the first time, he felt free. Later that afternoon, the principal announced, "The winner of this year's speech competition is Rayhan." Rayhan couldn't believe it. Students cheered. His parents cried with joy. But the happiest moment came when Baba Rahim said, "See, my boy, I told you, even the smallest seed can grow tall when it is watered with confidence." Years later, Rehan became a teacher and motivational speaker. In his first seminar, he held up a small pot. Inside it was a fully grown plant, the same one he had planted as a child. He said, "Confidence is a seed. If you plant it inside your heart today, then tomorrow the world will watch you grow." Confidence is not magic. It is practice. Small steps build big courage. Believe in yourself before anyone else does. Even a weak person becomes strong through self-confidence. The moment you say, "I can," your life begins to change.